keeping the
looks
seat
cool.
upright. Attached to the seat
Hmm.
is a race car style harness.
Hmm.
The Bailey ball wasn't designed by an engineer, but by a
No, it
janitor
wasn't.
who long dreamed of breaking into the theme park business.
A janitor who
Gene loves it.
long dreamed of breaking into the theme park business. Look, I get it. I get it. I totally get it, bro. Everyone has a dream. And I encourage people very, very, very strongly to pursue those dreams. But if your dream is going to be recklessly endangering people, maybe, maybe pursue it a different way. You know what I mean? We got another video. The insane theme park that kills 6 people. How did 6 people get bodied by a theme park? I don't know. But we're about to find out. It's by Young Fern. Go ahead and like the video. It came out 2 hours ago. Fern on it, bro. They got a Black Friday sale display. Man, come on now. It's Thanksgiving right now, if y'all didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Can y'all see the time on the video? No, you can't. But you can't see the date. Oh, you can't see the date. It's Thanksgiving right now. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. If you're watching this, I probably won't even upload this on Thanksgiving because I'm just recording it, but I'm going to edit it and probably upload it later. But I've been yapping way too much. Let's go ahead and find out why this theme park killed 6 people.
Welcome to Action Park, the
Okay.
world's wildest amusement park,
We got some pizza and eggs.
probably the deadliest.
Okay.
Guests regularly get launched off rides. They dislocate their shoulders and
It's
lose
like
their
2
teeth,
o'clock right now.
or even their fingers. They break their noses, get electrocuted, and wade in snake-infested waters.
What
There's
kind
no
of theme
beer for
park
sale
is
when there
this?
is ice cream.
This is a death park.
Guests regularly dare each other to attempt things they probably wouldn't while sober. Often, they come close to drowning. On a normal
Bro,
day,
what is
the
this?
pool's lifeguards have to rescue up to 30 people. Every year, hundreds or more are seriously injured. Emergency services see up to 10 park-related incidents per day. The nearby
10?
hospital gets so overwhelmed that the park has to buy them extra ambulances. The park's unwritten motto: no risk, no fun.
Oh,
Safety
nah,
protocols
bruh.
are basically
Get this park out of here.
The staff is mostly in their teens and
Where
often
is this?
intoxicated.
The staff is in their teens and intoxicated? Dude, what? Who commissioned this? Bro, this needs to be shut down, all the way down. Whoever commissioned this needs to be fired, bro.
And people love it. The
What
park
is going
has over
on?
10,000 visitors per day, around 1 million annually. Over the park's 18-year
A
run,
Billy?
6 people never made it home alive. Action Park also
George
supported some of
Lopez?
the wildest, most poorly designed amusement park rides the world has ever seen. Behind it all was a ruthless park owner who would stop at nothing. A con
Stop
artist
at
who
nothing for
flouted
what?
rules, laws, and
For
the
profits.
most basic safety measures. So what were the
yeah.
park's most
We see
dangerous
that.
attractions? How did so many visitors end up injured or
Yeah, he needs
dead?
to be fired, bro.
And if there were so many scandals, how did the park keep running for
Arrested.
nearly 2 decades?
Or something. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we got this tennis ball. Okay. Action Park. Okay, we're going in.
Hey,
W
this is
Action
Jonas.
Park.
You might recognize my voice. I'm the guy with the accent and one of the founders
Hey.
of Fern. The guy you heard in the intro just now is Don. He's one of our most prolific writers, a native speaker, and blessed with a much smoother voice than mine. Going forward, he'll narrate some of our content to let me focus more on editorial work. You'll still hear me
Okay.
and Hook, of course. We're just mixing it up a bit. We know change can feel weird at first, but please give Don a shot. He's really good. And with that,
Okay.
back to you, Don.
Thanks, Jonas. A large part of our research is based on the book Action Park by Andy Mulvihill and the HBO documentary Class Action Park. You can find links to both
Yeah,
in the
class
description.
action park. There's about to be a class action
This
lawsuit
is
every
Eugene
day.
Mulvihill, known as Gene.
Why does he look so
He
scary?
created Action Park.
That's
In
why.
the early 70s, Gene grabs
It's like
Wall
there's
Street
some
by the
uncanny
horns
valley
and
going
gets
on.
rich on penny stocks. He knows
Oh,
everyone on the
he's one
stock
of those
exchange
guys.
and is acquainted with the likes of
The
Donald
penny
Trump.
stocks guys.
Rumor has it he knows people in the mob, too.
That's
On
like,
Wall
what's
Street.
his name? Jordan Belfort from The Wolf of Wall Street. That's what he was into. He was scamming off of penny stocks.
Gene starts a securities
Not
company
saying there's
and
anything
hires
inherently
his
wrong
old
with penny stocks, because I've definitely bought my fair share of penny stocks. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man.
friend, the financier Robert Brennan. In 1973, the Securities and Exchange Commission shuts down their company for stock manipulation and securities fraud. Their reputation is ruined, and they need a
They
new
were
venture.
pumping and dumping?
Gene pours money into a struggling ski resort in Vernon Valley, New Jersey, a prime location less than 60 miles from New York City. He sees its potential to grow into a tourist hotspot, resorts, clubs, casinos, and malls, the Las Vegas of the East Coast. At the heart of it all, an amusement park unlike anything the world has ever seen.
A danger, yeah.
Gene
He's
begins
right.
transforming the ski resort.
It
Never
was
mind his lack of experience in running or
unseen
designing
before.
theme parks. He makes up for it in audacity and vision.
I don't know about
And
that.
his buddy and former business partner, Rob, keeps the cash flowing. Soon,
I don't know about that, buddy. Why don't you just hire somebody to consult with about the actual logistics of the park and whether or not it's going to work well?
Action Park is ready to launch.
You have the funds. It's not like you don't.
Here's an overview of Action Park in its heyday. It has three main parts: Alpine Land, Waterpark, and Motor World. For teens in the tri-state area, braving the rides is a rite of passage. That includes the park's most notorious ones. And according to former employees interviewed in the documentary Class Action Park, many of these rides weren't even designed by actual engineers. Some were designed by Gene himself, others
heck
by
no.
unqualified amateurs. But that doesn't work.
Bruh. Hold on a second, bruh. Alright, bro. This bothers me so much, bruh. Like, I get it, right? You want to have a hand in, like, the creative vision of the park, right? You don't just want to, like, hire other people to, like, solely do everything, right? You want to have a hand in it. I get that. You want to have some fun. Totally cool. However, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And you don't know the lives of people that you're endangering by doing that. So, at this point, I would just say, hire a freaking expert engineer. Cool, design the rides. But have them look it over to make it, tweak it, and actually make it feasible. Right? You can do it. You can do that same process, but with someone who actually knows what they're doing to look at you and say, hey, this isn't safe. You don't know that, but I know that. It's foolishness, bro. Foolishness. Absolute foolishness, man. People be getting, like, a taste of power, and they be going crazy, bro.
Guests like 15-year-old Derek here. We'll follow him as he takes on some of Action Park's key attractions, in order of escalating risk.
Okay.
Right now, he's 2 beers into his day, waiting in line for Battle Action Tanks. On paper, Battle Action Tanks is basically bumper cars. In practice, it's more like Wimbledon meets one of the hairier battles of the Vietnam War. Riders
That's
climb
crazy.
into camouflaged four-wheelers
They shoot
protected by
tennis balls?
chicken wire cages. Each is powered by a motor, controlled with a joystick, and decked
That's
out
actually
with
cool.
a working cannon. The
That's
goal is
actually
to
cool.
fire tennis balls at other tanks. Around the arena, spectators
How do you
man
win?
cannons of their own. If they hit a tank directly, it blasts into a tailspin. This is Derek's first ride. Just a warm-up.
It's actually really
The
cool.
tennis balls are fired at an insanely
But just run it by an engineer to make sure it can work well. That's all I'm asking.
fast 160 kilometers per hour. And employees
what?
have to run onto the battlefield to collect stray balls.
That's different.
Many
Somebody can
riders
get
love
clapped.
taking this opportunity to target them. If anyone scores a direct hit to an employee's groin, the crowd goes wild. Gene loves
Oh my
watching this
gosh.
gladiatorial combat. He's often found soaking
Bro,
up
I
the
just
battle
work
vibes from the
here.
sidelines. It's also where he likes to assign his chronically late employees as a punishment.
Oh no, he's a
According to Class
demon.
Action Park, many of the staff aren't trained professionals. They're
Mm-hmm.
teenagers, some as young as 14. That's on brand for Action Park. where ignoring rules is part of the park's identity. Plus, teenagers are cheap labor. They don't ask questions and are often happy to test Gene's newest death-defying inventions.
Yikes.
Some even affectionately call him Uncle Gene. In the
Yikes.
80s, amusement parks in the U.S. are a pretty
This guy's a bum,
unregulated
man.
industry, and Uncle Gene loves to exploit a good loophole. For
What's the
instance,
loophole?
he claims he isn't running amusement park rides, but sporting attractions,
Huh?
so he doesn't need official permits. For a
Wow.
while, the state of New Jersey doesn't really intervene. All they
Wow.
know is that the rides are insured and, quote, currently not
Wait,
on
they're
fire.
insured? What does
The
that mean?
rides are insured and, quote,
Insured? What do you mean? Like they'll literally pay out if you get hurt on the ride? Is that what that means? Or if the ride breaks, he'll get insured? What does that mean?
currently not on fire. So the park shifts nearly all responsibility onto its visitors. For instance,
Yikes.
when it comes to
No
go-karts,
waivers or nothing, bro?
this is the Super Go-Kart. It's gas-powered and designed for racing, but more commonly used for crashing. There are 20 in total. They may look small, but watch your neck. They accelerate like a spooked horse. They're known to cause whiplash and broken bones. They're supposed
Yo.
to max out at 32 kilometers an hour. But
Bro, there's no,
sometimes
like-
the staff likes to override the speed.
There's no seat. There's no proper seating on it, bro. That's just a metal bar, bro. You're just gonna accelerate and crack your spine on that. That's crazy.
Controls, enabling the carts to reach more than 80 kilometers an hour.
80?
The really daring ones take a special souped-up model. Some employees even take these mini racers for after-work spins on the nearby state highway.
On the actual roads?
Derek jumps into a super go-kart. It's pretty fun zipping around
It's the Wild West, bro.
until he sees a lady losing control. She hurtles off track and smashes through a fence. Then
Hopefully
through
she's
another
good.
fence. And then she collides with a tree.
She's gone. Oh
Finally,
my.
one of the employees hits the kill switch.
Kill switch. How?
Derek needs a break and stumbles into the big white festival
she
tent
okay?
right next to the circuit. He's
Okay.
only 15, but he has no trouble whatsoever getting his hands on a beer. Maybe it helps him muster up the courage for the next attraction.
It's the Wild West, bro.
This is the Speedboat Lagoon. Visitors hop inside speedboats with a small plastic
This
frame.
is like a death trap, bro. Like, yo, this might as well be like a Ninja Warrior attraction. At this point, if you make it through these, you're actually him. Because this is ridiculous, bro. What is this?
And a very powerful engine.
Unconsciousness?
They're designed for open water, but crammed into a small, man-made lagoon. Looks chill. If
Looks
only.
chill.
Everyone knows it's full of snakes, gas from leaky boat motors, and dead fish. Derek quickly realizes no one's here to pilot the boats. They're here to crash them. He's just about to climb in when, bam, another boat smashes into the side of his. It
Bruh, an
knocks the wind
idiot,
out
bro.
of him, and he topples out of the boat straight into the murky lagoon. The
Bro, an
water is
idiot crashed
greasy.
into their... Bro, nah. Who is this dude crashing into the boat that you see somebody getting into, bro? That's... Why does it look so violent? How fast are these boats going? Do people just have no common sense, bro?
Is that motor oil? Disgusted, he fishes himself out. As he does, something slithers across his thigh.
Uh-oh.
He chooses to not think about it. Somehow, action park rides make it through mandatory state inspections. Since amusement park
Somehow.
regulation is so new, inspectors don't always know what they're looking for. State law requires that Gene take out liability insurance, or what might be considered dangerous. But Gene doesn't believe in insurance. Too expensive, too much bureaucracy. He'd need to insure the accident-prone action park for at least $2 million a year, with premiums rising every time something goes wrong. So he simply starts his own insurance company, London and World Insurance, headquartered in the Cayman Islands. That
Bruh.
allows him to produce fake insurance documents while paying premiums to himself, and using the
Bruh.
company to launder money. But while
This dude's an
Gene-
actual, like, yeah, okay. Alright. He said he was like boys with Donald Trump, right? This guy does not care at all, bro. He's just doing shit. At this point, he's just doing shit. This is the Wild West. Whew. Whew. Down the wrong pipe. Yo, this is the Wild West. The Wild East, apparently, because I'm in New Jersey, bro. This is crazy. Oh my gosh.
Been a visionary when it came to chaos and ruthless money making. He definitely had room for improvement when it came to taste. Today, your walls can actually look good.
This plate? Nah, I
Disc
knew it.
plates are high-quality metal posters. They're
They
bold,
get your bread.
durable, and super easy to mount. You just the Bailey ball. Gene's vision. Use the code FERN or find the discount link in the description. But back to Gene's visionary ideas. One of them was the Bailey ball.
The Bailey ball.
He
What's
doesn't
that?
have a permit for it yet. Today
Yet.
is testing day. The ball consists of two plastic spheres.
That just
one
looks
nested
dangerous.
inside the other. The outer sphere is covered in office chair wheels. The inner one is mounted on ball bearings, so it can spin independently of the outer shell, keeping
looks
the seat
cool.
upright. Attached to the seat is a race car style harness. The Bailey ball wasn't designed by an engineer, but by a
No, it
janitor
wasn't.
who long dreamed of breaking into the theme park business.
A janitor
Gene
who
loves
long dreamed of breaking into the theme park business. Look, I get it. I get it. I totally get it, bro. Everyone has a dream. And I encourage people very, very, very strongly to pursue those dreams. But if your dream is going to be recklessly endangering people, maybe pursue it a different way. You know what I mean?
The Bailey ball is supposed to roll down a homemade, zigzagging track. 182 meters of glued
Or if
PVC
it's intentionally endangering people, just don't do it at all.
pipes. This is the test pilot, Frank, a regular employee that Gene convinced to do the job by slipping him $100. The
Slipping
idea
him
is that
100,
Frank
bro.
will roll down the hill, sitting upright, and come to a gentle stop at the bottom of the mountain. Here's the
Bottom
state
of the
safety
mountain?
inspector, sent to rubber stamp the ride. As long as it doesn't scream instant death, the Bailey ball will be cleared for use by the public. Frank is strapped in a ball, ready to launch.
Why are the holes on there?
For the first few meters, it's
So
all
you can
going
see?
according to plan. Frank's rolling smoothly, and he's still upright. But nobody accounted for the laws of thermodynamics. The problem with PVC in the hot sun is that it expands.
It warps.
Rapidly. The plastic track that was supposed to give the ball direction has bulged and warped. Frank
Wait a
doesn't
minute.
even make it through the first switchback.
Hold on a second. This looks so poorly designed. How is it supposed to roll like this, right? And be kept on track with the little unreliable... I think office chair wheels are some of the most unreliable track systems in the world. Try to get an office chair to go in a straight line in any direction at any point if any of the wheels are not facing the same direction. Just try it. That junk, I know that junk is so unreliable. How could it even if the PVC pipe didn't expand, I feel like it wouldn't work.
It hurtles off the track and starts rolling down the hill, rapidly
On the
gaining
first
speed.
bend, bro.
The safety inspector can only watch, frozen in horror. The
In
ball
horror, bro.
hurls down the hill and flies off park grounds. It's now
Whoa.
headed for the road.
Whoa.
Cars honk and screech to a halt.
What was the safety
Somehow,
precaution?
the ball avoids any collisions, and eventually, it crashes into a pond.
Oh no, is he
Frank emerges, dazed and sputtering, with blood on his shirt, but alive.
blood?
The
How
inspector
did he get blood
does
on
not
his shirt?
grant Gene approval for the Bailey ball.
I
But
wouldn't
plenty of
either.
other rides do end up going live. By the mid-70s, Action Park boasts about 50 attractions. Around
50?
a million people
50 death traps? Oh,
visit the park every year.
bro.
It's a genuine boost for the local economy. At the time, even Donald Trump considers investing in Action Park. But apparently the concept is too crazy, even for him. The
Wow.
park's ads run non-stop on New York television, luring in city kids eager to blow off some steam. Some do it by flying through the air on a Tarzan
Tarzan
swing.
swing? Cardiac
you're wandering
arrest
6
and
meters
public
of rope.
humiliation.
The pool beneath you is 4.5 meters deep. The Tarzan swing may look like a simple rope swing, but later on, it'll be one of the first rides the state shuts down for good. Braving this swing is a rite of passage. Mess this up with a belly flop, and you'll never live it down. Derek isn't worried. He's a great swimmer. He grabs the rope, swings far out over the pool, and lets go. The second he hits the pool, everything shuts down. He's just plunged from 35 degrees Celsius air into bone-chilling 10 degrees Celsius water.
Oh
The spring-fed
no.
water is so cold, he forgets how to swim.
Oh
He
no.
flails, stunned. A smirking lifeguard hauls him out and slaps a wristband on him. Scrawls across it are the letters CFS, shorthand for can't fucking swim. Later, he'll learn that
Whoa.
the cold water was such a shock to one swimmer's system that he went into cardiac arrest and died.
Whoa.
Cases like this should be covered by Gene's liability insurance. But London and World Assurance, the company allegedly backing
don't cover
Action
nothing.
Park, doesn't really exist. In 1984, the authorities
fake
catch on to
company?
his scheme. He pleads guilty to fraud and is slapped with $300,000 in fines and 3
Nah,
years
that's not
probation.
enough, bro.
also
300,000 and 3 years probation? Bro, he's endangering the lives of so many people. And that's all they're giving him? Nah, bro. He needs, like, some licensing taken away, but not like he has any. But, like, come on, y'all gotta do something, bro. That's crazy.
Sell the park.
Selling the park.
According to Class Action Park, Gene doesn't have the slightest intention of doing that. So far, he's been renting part of the property from the state of New Jersey. To provoke officials, he reportedly stops paying his bills and ignores their letters.
Wow.
After some back and forth, New Jersey agrees to sell him the land for a steal, allegedly just to get him off their backs.
Wow.
Gene wins and goes on to further expand his park. This might be the single most ludicrous ride in Action Park. Gene himself designed it, on a cocktail napkin. It's a ride to be endured,
On a cocktail
not
napkin.
enjoyed. It's called the Cannonball Loop. The idea is simple. A water slide about 5 stories tall with a 360-degree loop at the end. But the park keeps having to tweak the design, since the crash test dummies it uses for testing tend to emerge headless.
Whoa.
Derek watches the guy in front of him enter first. A few seconds later, he's spit out
Tend
into
to
the pool,
emerge headless?
head first, but alive. That's good enough for Derek. The lifeguards hose him down. Friction is the enemy here. Momentum is everything. This isn't just about fun. He can't afford to lose any speed, or he might not make it through the loop. Derek's heard the horror stories. Guests who dropped straight down inside the slide and slammed face first into the fiberglass, finally emerging into the landing area bloodied and toothless.
Oh.
And the guests who followed them, who emerged covered in cuts and bruises caused by other people's teeth still embedded in the slide.
What?
Derek's getting cold
Bruh.
feet, but he can't back down now. Not after the Tarzan swing incident. He shoots into darkness.
Back
fast.
down, bruh? Bro, this gotta be some, like, Spartan training grounds, bro. He said he can't back down. These rides are not even fun, bro. They're just... they're little endurance tests. Like, how hard-bodied are you, bro? These rides are not even fun. They're just literally... can you not die on this? What? Shut this guy down, please.
And then he hits the loop. He crawls out dazed, bleeding from the elbow. But at least he's alive.
Everybody hurt,
The
bro.
authorities only require Gene to report serious injuries. But according
Wow.
to Class Action Park, that leaves it up to him to decide what serious
What a
means.
serious injury is.
No one knows how many
Wow.
people
So he's...
act-
a dude could actually get decapitated in that junk, and he'd be like, he's straight. That's crazy.
actually been hurt at Action Park over the years. When victims or their families sue the park, Gene almost always refuses to settle.
Wow.
Instead, he drags them to court, knowing that trials are often expensive, tedious,
Wow.
and emotionally exhausting. Many families aren't willing to go through that. Gene reportedly wins the vast majority of these cases. On the rare occasions
Wow.
he loses, he stalls on making any payments to the victims, sometimes until law enforcement orders him to. U.S. Marshals allegedly come knocking on his door at least twice. This is the Alpine Slide. It's an 820-meter-long concrete track winding down the mountain, which riders descend on small plastic sleds equipped with a handbrake. At first glance, it looks like good, clean fun. It's marketed as safe for grandparents and infants. But in reality, the Alpine Slide will rack up more injuries and lawsuits than any other ride in the park.
How is that?
The sleds have two speeds, painfully slow, or what employees call death awaits. Riders switch between these two states with a simple handbrake, if that brake happens to work.
If
The
it
concrete
happens to
course
work,
makes
it's
for a rough
crazy.
landing, especially for guests wearing
Oh,
only
it's concrete?
swimsuits. Derek
And
rides
they're
the
wearing
ski lift up the
swimsuits?
mountain. Teenagers overhead are spitting on riders and throwing sleds, trying to hit any unlucky riders below. At
What?
the top, he climbs onto a janky plastic.
Bro, they think this is a game, bro. They're literally trying to hit kids with the freaking sled from above, bro. They could literally kill somebody. They just didn't care, bro. This park, bruh. Nah, this park is crazy.
Sled. There are no helmets, of course, just pictures of nasty scrapes to warn you not to go too fast.
This is
It's
crazy,
basically
bro.
like riding a skateboard down a long, steep mountain. Halfway down, he realizes he's coming up on a mother and her young child, fast.
Oh no.
He's zooming along at
He's
nearly
gotta slow
50
down,
kilometers an hour. He brakes hard on a sharp turn that shoots him off the sled.
Oh yo,
He
that's
flies through
crazy.
the air and lands hard. He's mostly fine, just road rash, a battle scar he can show off later. Not everyone will be so lucky. In 1980, the Alpine Slide claims Action Park's first life. 19-year-old
no.
George Larson is hurled off his sled
No.
and slams his head against a rock.
Dang,
Allegedly,
bro.
this rock had already been flagged for
Ugh.
removal, but Gene and his team ignored it.
Whoa.
That sounds straightforward. The park is to blame for Larson's death. But Action Park argues it wasn't the slide that killed Larson, it was the rock. So technically, the ride itself is safe. According to Larson's family,
Wow.
the press has fed a version claiming George rode the slide at night in the rain. But the accident actually happened during normal operating hours and in good weather. The case never
Wow.
goes to court. Action Park quietly settles with the family for $100,000. The Alpine Slide
Wow.
stays open. The deadliest ride in the park might not be what you'd expect, and that might have been what made it so dangerous. Not the
Wave
souped
pool?
up go-karts, not the deadly looping water slide. No, the attraction that killed the most people was the wave pool, also known
Oh.
as the grave pool.
The
It may
grave
look
pool is
harmless,
crazy.
inviting even, but this is no kiddie pool. It's a massive pool that can hold about 1,000 guests. It's about 30 meters wide and 76 meters long. Giant pressure chambers generate artificial waves up to a meter tall. They also produce a strong riptide. The deep end reaches 2.4 meters.
Be pulling people in.
Derek doesn't know all this. The water sparkles, music plays, the pool almost looks relaxing.
Do they
He
not
wades
have
in and
signs?
is
or anything?
immediately sucked under by the current.
Oh
He
shit.
surfaces, gasping, to find hundreds of people thrashing around near him.
Oh
It feels like
nah.
an artificial ocean, so a lot of people expect salt
What?
water, but they're wrong. The pool is filled with fresh water, so it's less buoyant and easier to sink in. And half of the people in it are drunk.
Oh
A guy
nah,
near Derek
bro.
is flailing around. Derek sees one lifeguard dive in for a save, then another. Behind
Yo.
him, someone is pulled out on a stretcher. They're the second one
Whoa.
today. The
Second?
pool is deceptive, even for strong swimmers. The waves come on unexpectedly, and panicked swimmers often clog the exits. 12 Red Cross trained lifeguards are stationed at the pool at all times. But because the
12,
pool is
bruh.
so densely packed and the water so murky, it isn't always easy to tell when
Water's
someone is
murky?
drowning. Throughout the 80s, 3 people drowned in the wave pool. A
Jeez.
15-year-old boy and 2 young men aged 18 and 20.
Dang.
In the end, 6 people die at Action Park. 3 in the wave pool, 1 on the Alpine Slide, and 1 on the Tarzan swing. The 6th
Tarzan
victim
swing.
was an unlucky kayaker who capsized, stepped on a live underwater wire, and was fatally electrocuted.
Whoa.
With that many injuries and deaths, the park should have been shut down long ago.
100%.
So why did it stay open for so long?
They didn't care
Over the
back then.
years, families, journalists, and authorities repeatedly put pressure on Action Park, but Gene somehow always managed to dodge any form of responsibility.
That's
According
crazy.
to Class Action Park, rumor had it friends in high places were looking out for him. Gene had close ties with local business leaders and politicians. Action Park was a major employer in the area. And Rob, Gene's generous money man, was always just a phone call away. Whenever he was under attack, Gene fought back, sometimes with sketchy methods. One journalist alleges that, when Gene was faced with criticism, he retaliated, phoning her boss and ultimately getting her fired. And when a man Gene owed money wanted to claim it, Gene reportedly threatened to hire a Russian hitman to kill him and his family.
That's
Gene
crazy.
went on like this for years, dodging his responsibilities and delaying settlement payments. He embodied
Yikes.
the Reaganomics spirit of the 80s, minimal government intervention, and a belief that deregulation was the key to innovation. But that changed in the 90s. The
Just get this
lawsuits
nigga out of here,
kept piling
please.
up, earning the park its nickname, Class Action Park.
Class Action Park,
Attendance
bro.
started dropping.
I
In
don't care, bro.
1996,
At this point, I don't care if his, like, if he wants to freaking, like, have a good theme park. At this point, bro, you're just a bad person, man. You're just literally not taking accountability for nothing, not looking out for nobody's lives. Like, what are you even doing, bro? Like, why does he still own this park, bro? Who's gonna... He should not be allowed to own this park anymore, bro. He should not be allowed to run this. Like, the park can stay, but he gotta get kicked out, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, that needs new ownership at that point, new management, bro. That's crazy.
Legal battles, medical bills, and safety mandates finally caught up with Gene. Action Park shut down. Millions of dollars in debt. Gene went on to complain he had lost more money on the park than he ever made. Since then,
Complaining,
the park
bro.
has repeatedly changed hands and names. Today, it's just a water park, with some of the old
Waterpark.
attractions still in place. But Action Park itself is history.
Oof.
Gene Mulvihill died in 2012. Obituaries hail him as a
2022.
visionary entrepreneur.
That's
A
crazy.
politician from New Jersey said his mother had given him the perfect name,
Crazy.
Gene. Like the true genius he always was.
And they glassed him too, bro. They gassed him even though he was a demon. That's crazy. But hey, that's gonna be the video. Let me know if y'all liked it. Leave a comment down below if y'all have ever actually been to I don't know why you would have been. I don't know how old, you could have been when it was in its heyday if you went to Action Park. Let me know down in the comments, but that's gonna be the video. Let me know which part. Ooh, you know what? Let me know which attraction y'all think. Could y'all survive all the attractions? That's what I want to know. Honestly, as long as the gear works on that like long slide thing, I think. Well, you can't control what's going on around you. Like if somebody else behind you decides to rock it in at like 80 miles an hour, then you're kind of cooked. But like if you can control your speed, I don't know. I feel like that's iffy. It depends on who's behind you, low key, and who's in front of you. I feel like, but let me know down in the comments. That's gonna be it for this one. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.